Thank you, Producer Brandon. This is Chase Clanton on behalf of Hopkins Farms Broadcasting here on WLIJ. And talking about a club that I've been a member of, hadn't really had a choice but to be a member of all my life. It's got a board into it, but we can talk about that a little bit later. Today, our guest, like Brandon said, is the Celebration City Region Car Club, which is a part of a greater club called AACA, the Antique Automobile Club of America. And today I'm joined by both of my parents, Phyllis Clanton and Jerry Clanton, that are in here, and the president of the local car club, Walt Bagger. Dad, let's start with you. Talk a little bit about your personal background and how you got involved in the car club.
Well, that's a good question. A member of the Celebration City Car Club, Dale Reese, come to me, and he wanted us to get involved since we were so involved with AACA at the time. So we did, and here we are.
Okay, yeah. So that's how that got started. Mm-hmm. Walt, what about you?
Well, I was really got interested in it when I moved to Shelbyville in 2008, and so I had a 41 Ford Woody station wagon, which I still have, and so I brought it to some shows, and eventually got to know the people involved and wanting to get more involved with the club. And then when I believe when we had the big national show in 2014, became a member and been a member ever since. So
okay,
a lot of good people, enjoy it, have a good time.
Yeah, and we do have a good time. Yeah, we get some work done, but when it comes to event day, it's, there's still work happening, but it's fun.
There's a lot of work in preparation. But it's a fun club, and we always are interested in new members.
Yeah, that's true. We can talk about that too. Mom, what about you?
Well, I got involved as a default. I thought Jerry would be a big member of the club, and me and Chase would just be on the sidelines, and little did I know I was going to be secretary for 20 years.
There you go.
But the national Grand National show was actually 2012.
Oh, 2012. I'm sorry.
Oh, 2012. Yeah.
Thanks for correcting me on air.
Okay. Everybody remembers that. That.
Yeah, that was definitely a good show. So
me, that's my job.
Let's talk a little bit about background of what AACA is. Of course, I mentioned that that's an acronym for Antique Automobile Club of America, a national club that Celebration City Region is a region of, hence the name, right? Who wants to take that? You want to take that?
Yeah, AACA, I believe, was started in the 1930s in recognition of the original vehicle, 25 years old and older. I mean, 25 years old now is whatever it is. It's in the 90s, I think.
No, 2000.
Well, it is 2000.
Yeah,
right.
I'm antique. How about that?
Well, that's hard for me to. That's hard for me to really realize that a 2000 car is 25 years old. But anyway, they were formed with some people around the Philadelphia, Hershey region area for the recognition of original cars, and that's how they got started. They're based out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. They're now a 55,000 member club.
Nationwide, right?
Nationwide, and even outside the United States.
Okay.
Puerto Rico being the one you hear the most of, and they were actually here in 2012.
Yeah.
They were here. The region of Puerto Rico was here in 2012.
So when you say an original car, what do you mean by that?
The original car is supposed to be just like it was when it rolled off the factory assembly line.
When it was made in 19 whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, so these are kind of like almost running museum pieces that you're able to come and see on a field.
But they can be restored to that condition.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be, totally like that.
Right, yeah, it doesn't have to be the same parts that were put on in 1965.
They just want it to look like a showroom car, but whatever, when it was born.
Yeah.
And,
born again.
It could be done like that by just being repainted and all kinds of work on it. So done correctly.
Yeah, and that can be a lot of work to find those parts because people aren't making some of those parts.
No.
Like I remember one of the stories of finding the tires for our Chevrolet Camaro, 1969 Z28. You couldn't find those Firestone tires. There's also another part that you couldn't find anywhere, and you went to a junkyard looking for it, and it was in the dirt, and the guy didn't think he had one.
That's true.
Sometimes it's a quest.
Yeah. I had to look for a 41 Ford parking light on the fender. And it's all glass and frosted and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I went on eBay finally and bought three sets of them. So, it's like, it's crazy. You could find the weirdest things, and then sometimes you can't find anything. So,
yeah.
It is a total different thing that you take on because I come from a racing background.
Yeah.
And we built our own cars, did our own fabrication, built our own engines, did everything. And when you race, you just make it work.
Yeah, who cares what it looks like?
And when I got into restoring the 69 Z28, it was a total different thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had to put it back like it was the way the factory put it on. This clamp goes here, this goes there, and it was a total different thing. But once you do it and you've done it, it's something to really look back and say that was a pretty good accomplishment to be able to do this.
It's something to be proud of.
Yeah. And one thing we do want to remind people is that we're a member of the AACA, but we welcome all the different cars.
Right.
It doesn't matter. If you want to come to a cruise-in or a car show, we'll find a spot for you. So
right.
It just because we're a region club of the AACA doesn't. We still all cars of all sorts show up for our shows and cruise-ins.
Yeah, I was going to say, so that's the National Car Club's background and kind of their belief system, what they do, and that's what you're leading into, Walt. As a local car club, it's just a region of AACA. You don't have to have a perfectly restored showroom quality 1965 spec original car. It doesn't have to be like that. We welcome rat rods, modern cars, modifieds, hot rods, you name it, roughest thing running, whatever it is. We're just happy to fellowship with car guys and gals in our local community here in Bedford County and beyond.
Yes, we welcome everything. And we say cars, but it's cars, trucks, motorcycles. We've even been to shows that were tricycles were shown, if you remember.
Go. And campers.
And campers. So, we reference the name cars, but it's a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's more than that. If it has an ignition and you can start it, that'll work.
Yeah.
Well, that was even fun. I think it was Louisville, Kentucky, at their 75th anniversary car meet.
That's an AACA show.
At the AACA show, they actually had an original battery electric car.
All electric car from the year, I believe, 1918 or 1908 one. I'm not sure.
I think it could have been 1908. I'm not sure either.
Yeah. So you learn a lot of history and stuff when you are involved in AACA as a national organization and go and visit some of those shows, which are held all over the U.S.
If you ever get the chance to go, I can almost guarantee you will see a car or a truck or something you've never seen before.
Right.
Even us to this day.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so again, what about our local club? That would be the Celebration City Region Car Club. That's a part of AACA. What's the background on it? How did it get started?
Garland King was our founding father. He decided he wanted to organize a car club back in 1982, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a lot of different ones together that were already AACA members. and they became a chapter, and then later turned into a region.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Celebration City Car Club actually was started.
Okay.
So we've been in existence since then till now.
Right.
And, they held a national show in 1994.
That's right. So a national show would be one of those big nationwide AACA shows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then that's what we had again in 2012.
Well, we actually had a dual meet.
Right, we had a national and a grand national. So think of how cool a national show would be, and then take the best cars out of the national show and bring them back the next day for the grand national. That's what we had on site at the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration Grounds.
Right, we held the first grand national that was held in the state of Tennessee in 2012.
That's right. Well, folks, we're going to take a short break here on Commerce Connection with the Celebration City Region Car Club, a part of the greater AACA here in America. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at kincaidservice.com. When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care.
At United Communications, we're more than just fast internet. We're your local connection to reliability and service you can count on, right here in Bedford County. With fiber fast speeds and a team in your local community, we keep you connected when it matters most. No long hold times, no out-of-town providers, just real service from people who care. Call 931-740-1800 or visit united.net. Thousands of Tennesseans already trust United. United Communications. Fast, local internet.
The Antique Automobile Club of America. And we're back here on Commerce Connection on WLIJ. Folks, we're talking with the Celebration City Region Car Club in Shelbyville, and we want to talk a little bit about the local club and what they do here. So just to touch on their mission statement, if I look at this first piece here, the Celebration City Region Car Club has been organized for the purpose of bringing together a group of like-minded people in our region who have an interest in cars, trucks, motorcycles, farm tractors even, and associated memorabilia. And so the club has been reorganized in the past 10 years or so to be a nonprofit. Could y'all tell us a little bit more about that?
Actually, in 2009, with the help of Paul Hopkins and David, and even Lori helped some with us, Paul being the driving force, we reorganized the club to be an official nonprofit organization. And the IRS wanted us to be a 501c4, and so that's what we are. And everything we do is for the benefit of local charities.
Right.
And we've been giving back since 2012, and we're up to somewhere really close to $50,000 that we have given back to local charities.
Say that again, how much?
$50,000.
Okay. So with that status, that makes you, of course, we know you're legitimate, but you've got a legitimate backing there legally. And so what kind of events do you have that allow you to give back to the local community?
Well, one that we started, how many years ago, the cruising?
About 10.
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
And it's grown, and the reason we started it was to try to get more people to know that we have a town square. There's businesses there, there's restaurants there. It was kind of dead, and we brought, in the last 10 years, we brought hundreds of cars at each cruise-in coming, and probably half of them are from out of the area,
right,
in different counties, and they get to know what we've got available. So our cruise-in starts this Friday. It's the fourth Friday of every month, all the way through October, and Chase's band will be there, Chase and the band, starting at around 6 o'clock. And if the weather lets them set up for the electrical stuff,
right? If we don't have
condition that we have to worry about. But even if it's drizzly and stuff, and we can't set up the electronics, we welcome people to still come and hang out if they want to hang out. It could get clearer. And the weather can get cleared up pretty quickly around here.
Yeah, I mean, the square's public property.
Yeah,
so I mean, if you want to come park your car, that's kind of on you.
Do what you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, hang out and enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy
with your buddies. And anyway, the cruise-in is, like I say, starting this Friday.
Yes.
And we have sponsors for the cruise-in. That helps with the money that we're able to donate to local charities, and so it's all kind of a cool thing. So we will welcome everybody to start with the cruise-in this Friday.
It's become a really fun thing where it's getting big when politicians show up to campaign there. Seriously.
Yeah.
A lot of people come out, hang out at the cruise-in, sit by the cars, or they'll take the opportunity, if they're just coming to hang out and spectate, maybe go to dinner on the square, go see a movie, walk around and see all the different cars, listen to some live music, me and the band playing, whatever they're doing, drop $1 in the tip bucket and just have a good night. It's just a relaxing night out on the town in Shelbyville, and it's all in support of the square.
Right, and it's important because we estimate about half of the 200 cars that show up, spectators and cruise-in cars, haven't been to the square before.
Yeah, a lot of
times, so they get to know what restaurants are there, what stores are there. They can walk around and look at the cars and go to a movie, like you say, go to a movie or go to a restaurant and hang out. And we did it originally for that reason. We're getting to a point where we've got a lot of people showing up, and there's a limited amount of space, so we only ask that spectators park in the spectator area, and cruise-in people can have more room to park around the square. So we have signs for spectator parking. So
and last year they even started parking on the side roads, and that's fine.
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah,
we welcome that.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, have fun.
Yeah, bring your classic car, truck, motorcycle. If it's got an ignition and it'll start, drive it out there as long as it's street legal.
Exactly.
Don't George Jones your lawnmower up to the cruise-in. That'd be kind of awkward. But so the cruise-in is coming up this Friday, April 25th. We're hoping and praying for good weather for that. I know the NWS is calling for some funny stuff, but as we know, we live in southern Middle Tennessee, and that can change. And it's the fourth Friday of every month, April through October. Walt, you're talking about some good parking times for people wanting to come up and
the people that work in the square, and specifically the county building, they leave at 4 o'clock. So that area kind of clears up after 4 o'clock. So right now there's a ton of cars in the square. If you come after 4 o'clock, there'll be more opportunity to park around the square, inside the parking area around the building,
Right.
the courthouse or the old courthouse building.
Right, the old courthouse staff.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of people working there, but there's a lot of cars that seem to park there. But people on a Friday typically want to go home, or get going after work. So
Right.
if you come earlier than that, you may have an issue with parking.
Yeah, because people are still at work.
Right. Yeah. So there's nothing we can do about it. So
And
don't
shopping going on.
Yeah.
So you got
Shopping and dining.
Yeah.
Don't send me an email.
Yeah. Don't contact me if you can't find a parking spot before 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's okay. You might find something, but if you come after 4 o'clock, it's courteous to the people working at the courthouse. Again, the courthouse square area, and you might find a better parking spot.
Yeah,
also
definitely.
after that time. Well, we also have our annual car show, coming up on May the 10th. Let's talk a little bit about that. That's kind of like our crown jewel event every year. That's our big fundraiser. And that's a judged car show.
Right. You want to talk?
Yeah, it is a judged car show. They're becoming fewer and fewer. We actually judge the cars with a team of judges, and they are classed according to, I think there's 30, how many classes?
36.
36 different classes. So
Something for everybody.
Whatever type car you have, we should have a class for you, whether it's totally original, been restored or not. If it's what we call survivors, that's just a car that's not been touched, basically, cleaned up and driven to the show. So we have those. They are all parked according to classes. Cruise-ins, you can park wherever you want to.
Right.
But a car show like we have, you have certain areas that you will park in according to your class. So we do that. We have a swap meet area where if you have automotive-related parts, memorabilia of any kind, you're welcome to come. There is a charge for that, small charge. It's not anything large. So there'll be an area for that. We have 17 special awards that we give out.
What is a special award?
They are categorized. There's a lot of different categories for those. Best of show original, best of show modified.
Okay, an original car being more like your AACA restored to factory spec kind of car,
On
right?
the original side.
On the original side. Your modified, you could even have a resto mod like that. You could have a different...
Modified can be anything.
Yeah, you can have a different engine in it. You can have down to a simple detail like you put stripes on it that wouldn't normally be there. You know, it can be a major modification or a minor one.
Yeah. So we have a lot of different a lot of different things in the special trophies.
Yeah, there's 3 trophies per class. So I guess is that like a first, second, and third place?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you come out and enter, is there a registration fee, by the way, for the car show?
There is. I think it's $25, isn't it?
$25?
$15 for you. If you bring 2 cars, I think it's $15 for the second car.
Little discount for bulk. Okay.
And there's no pre-registration. It's drive up when you come.
At 8 o'clock.
At 8, starting at 8. And you can get there up until 12. You just have to be in your spot ready to be judged at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, classes with 10 entries will be split. So if there's 14 cars in a class, there'll be 2 sets of trophies given out.
Gotcha.
How many trophies actually do we give out or we carry to the show, Walt?
Well, 36 times 3.
Hang on. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after I get smart enough to do math. 36 times 3 is 108.
Yeah, and then...
more than that.
So over 100 trophies.
Then you have your special trophies.
And then 14 special trophies.
Okay, so we're talking...
With a ton of trophies, and, a lot of people go home happy.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. And
Yeah.
we have sponsors for every class here. So, and we should mention we have Newton Motor Group, Perry's Auto and Diesel Repair, and Jack Daniels as big sponsors that help us out to get started, and it helps out purchasing trophies and stuff
Right.
like that. So this year we got all new trophies that we bought, a different style.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
And I think people will be happy with what they look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So the car show's coming up. That's May the 10th. Registration, if you want to enter your car to be judged and potentially win one of these fantastic new trophies we have. Registration is drive up only. There's no pre-registration. It starts at 8 o'clock, and you're good to go to come and register until 12 o'clock noon.
Right. And now the flyer is all over the area. We've had them.
It's green.
Yeah, and it's all 3,000 of these around the
Right.
county and the counties around us. And but it's also on Facebook, right?
It is on Facebook. Yeah, you can check
so you
out.
can look out. I mean, if you have a car, we can get it in one of these classes. I can't imagine.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. It will find a class. So.
Yeah, so here's your commercial. Come on to the Celebration City Region Car Club's annual car and truck show on May the 10th. From registration starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I think Brandon might even have it queued up to play after we're done. But yeah, come out. And by the way, that is at the Tennessee Walking Horse Show grounds here in Shelbyville, under the pavilion, or around the pavilion.
Big Blue Tower.
Right, at the
Water
Big Blue
tank.
water tank. Yeah. So come out in your car. By the way, if you want to just come and look around, there's parking, I believe, across the street, and that is free.
Free.
You can look at cool cars from all over Middle Tennessee and sometimes even Kentucky and surrounding states for free. We'll have food trucks on site where you can dine at the car show, get you a hot dog.
And you'll be playing music.
I'll be DJing.
Yeah.
DJing and giving out prizes and stuff like that. So if you like listening to me on the radio station here, well, come see me at the car show. It's my DJing gig of the year.
Come visit.
And we
Come
need
meet
to
him.
add that the Zinger will be at the cruise-ins doing live remote.
That's right. Our sister station, the Zinger 100.9, will be broadcasting live from the cruise in on the fourth Friday of April through July's cruise ins.
Right.
And carry the band live on air. So that'll be fun. Sponsors bringing that to you as well. But, yeah, come to the cruise in. Hopefully the weather will be good this Friday night, and you can enjoy that. And, of course, we got the big car show coming up on Saturday, May the 10th. Registration starting at 8 o'clock and going all day.
And it's rain or shine.
Rain or shine for the car show.
Yeah.
Come on out and enjoy. Bring an umbrella if you have to. I don't care.
Yeah, right.
But looks like weather's going to be good as of right now.
We're hoping to.
Yeah, we're hoping for that. Okay, we're about out of time. Is there anything else we want to mention about the car club or its members before we go off air?
Unless you want to, I picked these up before I come. AACA puts out a bi-monthly magazine, which is a top-notch.
It's a great one, too.
It's a really high-class magazine. And I picked this up, and I thought I would leave it at the station. This is an article about David and Paul's Jeep that was entered into the 2012.
Right. It's entered into that 2012 National Car Show. This is the USS Iowa Willis Jeep that was entered in that show.
There's a good article about that Jeep in this, and I'm going to leave it at the station, so if anybody wants to come by and look at it, they're welcome to. There was also an issue of when we had the 2012 shows, and there's a big article in the AACA magazine that I'm going to leave here at the station, so if anybody wants to come by and look at it.
Right.
It was a huge success. The hotel motel tax went way up in the county.
The revenue went way.
It was a big deal.
Every time I get around Steve Moskowitz, which is the CEO of AACA, he wants to know, when are you going to do another meet? They call them meets, not shows.
Yeah, hold that up for the camera again.
There's several pages of the coverage of the 2012 shows there. We had 38 states represented at that show, along with Puerto Rico.
And Alaska.
Yeah,
and he drove here.
Sylvester Stallone's good friend, Roger Rotano, was here with his...
Drove 11 days.
Drove 11 days to get to that show from Tok, Alaska.
That's car people, folks. So, well, thank you guys so much for coming in today. By the way, if you want to check out the Car Club on Facebook, just look us up on Facebook at Celebration City Region Car Club, and we'd be happy to connect with you. Send us a message or reach out. Come to one of the monthly meetings. Those are the first Thursday night of every month at El Mexico. Dinner at 6, meeting at 7. And if you'd like to be a member, like I said, you can reach out either of those ways or just show up to a meeting. We'd be glad to see you. All right.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
Chase.
Yeah, thanks for coming in today. Mom and Dad.
Thank you.
This has been Chase Clanton on behalf of Hopkins Farms Broadcasting, talking with the Celebration City Region Car Club Incorporated. Brandon, we'll send it back to the studio.
Classic car lovers, get ready to show up and show out Saturday, May 10th at the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration Grounds for the Celebration City Region Car Club Car and Truck Show. There's classes for every kind of car lover, from sleek originals to beefy modified hot rods. Platinum sponsors this year include Newton Motor Group, Perry's Auto and Diesel Repair, and Jack Daniels. So come on out, rain or shine, for the Celebration City Region Car Club Car and Truck Show. Saturday, May 10th at the WHNC grounds in Shelbyville.
United Communications builds connections you can rely on. Whether it's fast internet for your home or your business, our fiber network is designed for your community. No long hold times, no out-of-town providers, just real service from real people. Call 931-740-1800 or visit united.net. Thousands of Tennesseans already trust United. United Communications. Fast, local internet.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care. Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at KincaidService.com.